Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? I guess I accidentally hit the start button there while I was trying to adjust the camera. Well, let's get rolling then. That was an accidental start, but it doesn't matter. So, there's a lot of birthdays currently happening within, they're all within about a week. Dan's happens to be today, or Cyanide Cookies here on the YouTubes. And I almost pulled out a CR1M that he sent me to have tonight, but I thought, man, that's just too much food. It's too hot. It's not really what I'm wanting right now either. So I went with the Arctic Field Ration from Norway, the Norwegian Arctic. What's up, Divine Spirits Taco Girl Messages TV? What a name for a YouTube handle. Hey, what's up, K-Man? Good to see you here. I think I forgot my other... Oh, no, here it is. Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to get into this pretty quickly tonight. I feel like, why should I waste time? But this, it's not refrigerated. It doesn't matter. I've drank way worse before, I'm sure. But what I did was picked food that, well, things that I really like, or that I thought would be in good shape in this case, because obviously I've never had one of these before. Maybe somebody has, because this brand, from what the research that I've done, is still around. It got its start in 1915, right around the time that, from what I read, when the first Banana Republic began, or got kicked off or whatever. Well, shoot. Here we go. Well, I guess I've lost the info that I had. Yeah, anyways, it got its start in Honduras. I looked all over the internet for a bottle like this. I did not look on eBay, which maybe I should. Maybe somebody's got one for sale on eBay like this, and they might have more information than me. Let me look real quick. But from what I can tell, roughly in the 1970s, they started putting a paper label on there, and weirdly enough, it looks like this printed on, or however you like. I don't know how they put that label on there exactly. Is there any indication on here that, nope, definitely no nutritional information. There's your made in Honduras, 355 milliliters. I'm not exactly sure what that measures out to be. Hang on. How many ounces is 355 milliliters? 12 fluid ounces. 12 fluid ounces. But yeah, we got a bunch of birthdays to recognize and kind of congratulate everybody for making it another year. So we got LC, CT. I think LC's is tomorrow-ish. Actually, I shouldn't give people's birthdays away. I mean, I think we're all like in the circle of knowing most of this anyway. CT's is in a couple days. Dan's is today. Well, tomorrow for us, but today for him. I know that sounds weird, but it's the future. In Australia, it's tomorrow. For them, it's Sunday. Tim Riley mentioned his is tomorrow, I think. And Mike Kreischer, and I don't remember when his was. I think his might have been yesterday. Trying to remember them all, but I know there's a bunch right now, and we've had this discussion before, so I tried to remember it. Oh, cool! I got cobwebs. I've been bit by enough spiders in my house now that I'm kind of sick of it. But man, I took a spider. I didn't even take a picture of it. I took a spider out of my house the other day. It was about that big. I seen it take off across my kitchen floor. Got my flashlight out, and I hit it with the flashlight, and first thing I seen was the eye shine from the spider. This thing was pretty massive. It was heavy. I put it in a clear, I think it was an old Taco Bell cup or something. I still had the lid for it. The reason I kept it is to do this, to take insects and things outside. I put it in that cup, and it could roll the cup like a hamster wheel. Like, when it crawled up the side of it, it would roll the cup. I had laid it over on its side. It was kind of crazy. Anyway. Yeah. Let me look here on eBay real quick, because I just want to see if there's one. Salva Beta, IDA. Okay. Huh. There's just a vintage cap. They want $4 shipping, and it's bid to somebody's bid up to $1.30 on it. Huh. Interesting. I've got a old Miller High Life like that right there, still full somewhere. I've got this little mini Budweiser. The paper label's all messed up on it. I think this one's from, I don't know when this one's from. This one could be really old, actually. I'm not real sure. No, that's a twist off, isn't it? Easy twist or use opener. Twist off or use opener. I don't know. How old do you guys think that is? I put that piece of tape on there so I didn't lose the rest of the label. And then I've got this old Milwaukee down here that I think is from the 50s. It says 35. No, 52. I'll bet you that is 1952. It's like a 6 or 8 ounce. It's a small bottle. It's got cobwebs all over it too. And then I've got this super weird cobalt blue, super dusty. This one, this was a weird one too. It's Samuel Adams triple bock, but it's made with maple syrup, I believe. It's super dusty, but it's leaked out some, and it's super sticky. But I've kept it upright. It hasn't leaked in a long time. But yeah, I have one of those Miller High Life somewhere. I'm pretty sure I got it from Gabe. I don't know how old these ones are. It seems like that Miller High Life right there might be from the late 40s, early 50s. Description doesn't say. All right, back to the Salva Vida. I'm not seeing anything remotely similar. And this, like, I was looking online, I could not find another bottle that looked like this. So I'm assuming this is quite the unique era of bottle that hasn't, and you can see, look, this thing has been recycled many times. That is a heavy recycle mark, especially on the bottom. Like, look at that. That's from when they put them in those cleaners. They put them through and sanitize them, and they're all next to each other rubbing, and they spin like this when they're running down the conveyor belts. And that's why you get these recycle marks on them. The recycled glass. Like, that's actually scratched in there from rubbing next to another bottle. Pretty cool, actually. And there's what it looks like on the bottom. Not really sure what the... I'm going to guess it's probably from the 50s or 60s. It's kind of a shame to open it since it's so rare. Seemingly rare. You know what? This is a 1983. I was way off on my dates. Huh. Well, I guess a lot of the stuff that I found was before 1983, but after the 50s. Anyway, all right, so 83. That puts us at 41 years old. All right, so we got a 41-year-old Salva Vida Honduras cerveza. I guess that's what they call a beer, cerveza. That is from 1962, 63, or 64. I can't remember if it was 64 or 63. I'm pretty sure it's 63 or 64. And let's take a look at this. I do have 2 birthday cupcakes, little mini cupcakes actually. So I thought this would be easy to eat. It's super hot here. It's been mid-90s, humid. In my house right now where I'm at right here, it's like 79 probably. It's hot. Got a thermometer over here. Over there next to the air conditioning it's 75, but over here it's hotter. Alright. What is in this thing? This isn't official. Anybody out there who doesn't know already, this is actually what the Norwegian military uses. Now, this is what they consider the Arctic field ration, as you can see right there. Made by Real Field Meals, not Real, Real, like L'Oreal, the makeup, that's how this is pronounced, is Real. Couple Norwegian people over the years have informed me that that's how it's pronounced. So that is the correct way to pronounce that in, I guess, in their language. And this is a menu number 6. It's got 1,300 kcals in it. And I can't think of one that isn't 1,300 calories. I think every single one of these that I've ever had has been 1,300 calories. They issue 3 of these. That's going to put you right at 3,900 calories. And they're pretty simple right across the board, whether it be like a lamb stew or whether it be a breakfast like this. I mean, this is a breakfast version. This is sports muesli. I do not know what sports muesli is going to be. I mean, I can see right here it says gluten, lactose, milk, and soy. And then it's got the whole wheat bread, energy drink, dark chocolate. It's got fruit soup, nut cream, spoon, disinfectant wipe, Ziploc bag, coffee, and chewing gum. And that is the extent of everything that comes in this. So we're going to kick this off by having the cerveza, a birthday cerveza. You know, we're celebrating everybody's birthday right now. Let me find my bottle opener. Here we go. Hams. I can't remember where I got this one at. Somebody sent me this one, I do believe. This Hams bottle opener. Theo Hamburg? Theo Hamburg Company? Not hamburger. Ham BRG Company. St. Paul, Minnesota. Huh. There's a date on this thing. CMAP, Vaughn, USA. Looks like maybe 1959. That's kind of cool. I need to try to clean this thing up some. I've got one of those old ones that look like a fish that belonged to my grandpa somewhere put up. I need to find it. What's that say? From the land of sky blue waters. Huh. I should have another one of these right here too. Not the same, but similar. I don't know what happened to it. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Looking. Got our old Minotaur. I think there's a bottle opener on this thing. Yeah, well, kind of on the knife. Spork. Cool. Whistle. Sheath for your knife. Bottle opener. Serrated thing. Cool tool. Cool tool. I've had some really awesome stuff sent to me over the years. I've acquired some really cool stuff, and I appreciate everybody for that. And I don't feel like I acknowledge that enough. So, big thanks to everybody who's ever sent anything. Let me have, and you guys watch me drink a 41-year-old beer. Let me flip the camera around. Yeah? Right, y'all. There we go. Wow. That light makes my beard look gray. It doesn't look gray in person, but yeah, it does on the camera. Huh. I was just thinking that earlier. Whenever I looked in the mirror, I was like, my beard's not really going that gray. But according to the camera, I'm looking real gray. My camera went sideways on me here. And it looks like it needs wiped off. That looks better. All right. Where's the chat? There it is. Oh, whoops. Cancel. Sparrow, happy birthday. I did not know. It was Sparrow's birthday. What's up, Malta Magnum? How you doing, my man? Who else is in here? Kaylin, hello. I got a Norwegian ration. I can grab it and look up the... Yeah, let me know what your calorie count on yours is. I'm pretty sure... I could be wrong, but it seems like in my brain, every single one of them that I've ever seen said 1,300 calories. Maybe that's like a... Maybe they're just kind of rounding up and down. Like it might be a little over, might be a little under, and they just call them all 1,300. I don't know. But I'd be interested to see if they're all the same. Yeah, we got a lot of birthdays. So, like I said, it's LC, CT, Mike, Tim, Riley, Dan. Obviously, Dan's is today, but tomorrow. If that makes sense. What? I don't even know what the date would be, because his Sunday, and today's the 21st? No, today's the 22nd. So Dan's would be the 23rd. And we got Sparrow. So we got CT, LC, Dan, Mike, Tim, and Sparrow. So we got 6. This is probably going to suck. This is a lot of 41-year-old beer, but it does seem to be very well sealed, which my experience when it comes to bottled beers, you have a better chance of the bottled beer staying sealed because the cans will flex so much they end up usually getting some sort of like the tab will separate just a little bit and you'll get seepage and that'll make it flat. It may not even leak out that, but it'll still be compromised, and that happens with cans probably about 70% of the time, maybe even 80%. With bottles, it's probably, you've got about a 40 to 60% chance that your bottle's going to stay perfectly sealed, because usually the tabs start to decay a little bit, and when that happens, obviously you start getting some seepage, you get, all your carbonation leaks out, and yeah. So this one, where it's a nice dark glass, that's why I picked this. I thought this thing looks like it's in pretty good shape. Now there are some floaties in there. Probably be kind of hard to show you guys. I've got some of these bottles that have a solid line, like they've been laying over on their side like this. They'll have a solid line of sediment and goop, like stuff in it. It'll be slimy. They're hard to drink. I've never had any side effects other than obviously the alcohol. That's a side effect, but like a negative side effect from consuming vintage alcohol. It has never happened. And I'm talking even like lower. I don't know what percentage alcohol this would be. I guess this could be up to, I don't know, 5 to 8% roughly. Although this could be more. I don't know what the standards were in 1983 in Honduras, because this is most certainly an import. Let's see, La Campagna Industrial Sabina. It says 1921 to 1983. That doesn't really make any sense. It's not like some sort of special anniversary or anything. And this says 1916, but from what I read up online, this company got its start in 1915, so I don't know. Officially, the company calls it 1916, obviously. This should be good, though. I foresee getting a pretty decent buzz out of this. And I'd really like to... I'd like to be able to save that tab. Does anybody got any ideas how I could take this tab off without ruining it? Because this is the only thing I've ever done. And when you do this, it always bends them really bad, obviously. I mean, you can kind of slowly work it out, but it still does bend the cap every single time. Anybody got any good ideas on how I could do that without? Did Kaylin say what? A can you opened years ago was bone dry. Yeah, plus 50 rads. Yeah, like Fallout. Yeah. Yeah, I like that they incorporated the kind of eating the vintage food into Fallout. I haven't played it, but I know that's a thing. January 1980 must have been cold. Chicken wraps. Oh, Spicy Tuna, also happy birthday. Wait. What? Dragons, you gold in prospecting. This is in September. Sparrow, it is not my birthday. Sorry, it's not Sparrow's birthday. I got it. I'm reading back through the chat now. Okay, Kaylin did answer something about the calories up here. Maybe. No, maybe not. Alright. Oh, yes. Well, no, it doesn't say established anywhere. Here. There you go, so you can read it. But that says 1921. See, my fingers started peeling? After I got bit by that spider, my fingers started peeling like that. It's really, that's the only spot I got left that's peeling. I didn't even know my pinky was peeling like that. But I had, well, right there you can see. Kinda. That's where it bit me. Right there. And then I was bit right there on my knuckle as well. Really weird. Old country better than new in my opinion. Pop the top again. Okay, I'm just going to go for it because I don't think I'm going to be able to save it. I'll be as careful as I can trying to not ruin it. But here we go. Nice hiss. It's definitely... Oh, there it is. Not bad. strong, citrusy, skunky. It's got that kind of how do I put this? Somewhat body odor, kind of skunky kind of scent. All right. Always got to work up the gumption to do this. It's just do it. Just drink it. That's all you got to do. Just drink it. Cap doesn't look bad, honestly. It's got a couple spots of discoloration on it, but I've seen way worse. And this does have what appears to be a rubber seal, which is probably what saved it, is that slight bit of rubber around the outside that you see right there. And it came off pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit bent, but ultimately it's pretty good for having to take it off with a bottle opener. Oh, there's definitely floaters in it. There's no way to prevent that. Old beer just proteins collect, I guess, or maybe it's some sort of yeast, or we're not 100% sure. I would love to do the testing to find out what these chunks are. I don't think they're living. I don't think they're living in the alcohol or anything. I think it's all, well, maybe they are, because how else would it grow like that? Nah, I ain't gonna filter it. I've drank way worse. Well, here we go. Cheers. Happy birthday, everybody. Whose birthday is actually not Sparrow. That's September, I think you said. All right, here we go. Down the hatch. Ooh. It's kind of smoky. It's got kind of a weird smoky aftertaste. Citrusy, definitely skunky. It's kind of it tasted better than it smelled. I don't think anybody would say that it tasted good, but I would say that it didn't taste bad. For just a beer, honestly, I'm kind of impressed. Especially for it being 41 years old. This was not bad. It's got kind of a numbing effect going on in my throat right now, which is, that's probably normal. The carbonation was still there, so that's nice. It was really hard to take that first actual drink down the hatch, but yeah, all in all, not bad. Yeah, I foresee this one. I'm going to feel it. Need to rinse the bottle out. I will keep this bottle because, like I said, I mean, I've searched all over the internet and I did not see another one like this. And I guess I didn't inspect that little gold thing right there. I didn't even think about it because I was looking for a date on the bottom or down here somewhere, anywhere really. I guess I do have another spot peeling on my thumb right there. That's weird. I don't know what is doing that. Huh. Anyway, yeah, I'll rinse that out. But the cap should slide right back on it. There we go. Looks almost good as new. You could probably put water in that and then crimp that back with a set of channel locks or something, big mouth pliers, and make it look full still. I mean, it would spill if you knocked it over or something. It'd leak out, but cap went back on there pretty good, actually. Not bad. I got a new, what are those things called? you make hot water in them. They're, hang on, I'll go get the box. I got a new thing for hot water, so I don't have to boil hot water on my stove and make it all hot in my kitchen in the summer. Boom. Here we go. It's a kettle. Yeah, there we go. Programmable kettle, and it had kicked off on its own in there, and the temperature was down on it, but it shouldn't take but a minute or two to heat back up. It heated up really quick when I first put the water in it, but I got this thing on clearance, super duper cheap, so yeah, I've never had one before, and we'll see how this works out. That should be good for the muesli, right? Oh, that almost ended up in the cupcake. Let me slide the cupcakes over here out of the way. Behind the cerveza over there. Alright, let me go. That thing's got like a digital screen on it. It's kind of cool. I can't. No, that'll work. And we'll get to that afterwards. This TV go off? Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. Huh. I'll be daggone. Been trying to turn that TV on and off for a long time. It's like the power button broke on it though. All right, let's check this out. Hey, what's up, Gail Cortman? Cliff, what's up? Hitting 49 this year. Well, congratulations for making it 49 years. We're not guaranteed one. All right, I think this is the corner I'm supposed to open. I think you're able to reseal these things if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. I know they come with a bag too, but let's see what's inside. Norwegian Arctic Field Ration. First thing, look at that. Nice little dark chocolate. Didn't they used to have bigger chocolate bars? What the heck? I thought they had like 50 gram. This has got to be like a 25 gram or something. Oh, look at that. We're almost in date. February 25th to 24. Or is that the year? Is it February 24th of 2025? Wait, let's take a look here. Boom, right there we go. Best before February 25th of 2024. So we're almost within date, just a few months out. Not bad. And this would have been produced on like February 15th of 2022, maybe? I don't know. Those numbers are not. Let's see. Well, wait a second. 22 February to 02/15. So, yeah, 2/15/22. Cool. Cool. Is that a 25 gram bar? Does it say? It's got to say on here, right? 60% cocoa, too, by the way. Gluten-free, lactose-free, 25 gram. Boom. There it is. Let's So yeah, little tiny chocolate bar. Seems to me like they used to be bigger. Did they not used to be bigger? Is that what she said? Anyway. Oh, there is the fruit soup. I'm assuming, nope. Fruit soup with tropical fruits. Cool. Cool. There's our nut cream. Nut cream. I don't know if that's hazelnut or peanut. Probably hazelnut, huh? They only give you 18 grams of it. It's not very much. Not very much. 600? No way. 600 kcals in this? That's insane. This looks like... I still don't understand their system. It says per 100 milliliters. Per portion. I don't freaking know. But there's the nutritional information. If you can figure it out. Ingredients: sugar, potato starch, fruit 15%, peach, apple, passion fruit, contains sulfite, concentrated 5% pineapple, apricot, acid, citric acid, salt, maltodextrin, flavoring, coloring, beta apo 8 carotenol. Cool. Some nice fancy looking packaging they got going on in their military ration over there. Huh. What else we got here? We got a nice Polder Mill Colombian freeze-dried instant coffee. Very nice. We got a disinfectant wipe. Disinfectant swab. Sorry. It's a swab. We have... Oh, look at that. Some spearmint chewing gum. I don't think I have one like that. Huh. I don't have one with the green on it like that. Cool. Cool. New collectible. We got our huge packet of muesli. Looks like there might be some sort of seed or... I don't know. I don't know if that's like a picture of this or not. Looks like apples and like chai seeds or something. Sports muesli. This is UK. Oh, that's okay. So that's the language. Muesli, oatmeal, and it's got raisins in it. Wheat flakes, bran flakes, bran, sugar, wheat, got flaxseed. 5% of this is flaxseed. Dates, 3%. Apple chunks, apple sugar is 3%. 60% powdered milk and soy protein and sugar. Interesting. And it looks like it's 368 kcals. There's your really nice branded packaging. They sell these over there in the stores like they do Mountain House stuff here, except it's exactly the same. And over here, the military versions are slightly better and different. There is your spoon. Not much to look at, and they are quite cheaply made. Honestly, their spoons are junk. We have a piece of bread. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Maybe I will. Fulcorn's bread, Delta. Is that the date code? 8244? So 2018, 244th day. Huh. 57 grams, and it looks like 360 kcals. So we got 360. Does anybody add this up? Hang on, I guess I can do it. That's my... I want to see. Hang on, is there anything else in here? Yep, there is. Two more things. We have our energy drink with a taste of peach from Real, and we have our nice little Ziploc bag that was recycled, made out of recycled stuff. Grippy. It says grippy, grippy, grippy. For putting leftovers in, I guess. I don't know what the heck you'd really use that for. And that's everything out of there. But somebody said years ago you could reseal these, but you cannot. They do not reseal. Once they're open, they're open. All right. Calculator. Let's see. Let's get a calorie count here. Add 360 plus 368 plus... It's 720. Okay, we got 728 plus what's in this? 728, looks like 36 kcals. Is that right? Plus 36.
It's 764.
Plus 600.
That would be 1,364.
Oh, we're already over. Is that right on this? That can't be right. I don't know how many calories is in this. The nut cream. Does it say on the package? It does not. Well, maybe it does. I don't see it. I don't know how many calories is in this nut cream. Nutrition facts per 100 grams, and this is 18 grams. So you got to do like a percentage to figure it out. I don't think 600 is right. And this looks like 519 in this. That does look correct. 519 kcals in this. So, yeah, we're still going to be over 1,300. And then I'm assuming that it's 86. Or I guess it could be 39. I don't know. All right. Now, how are we supposed to make this fruit soup? What are the is there instructions? Mix contents in a cup with 2 deciliters of boiling water and stir well. Wait 2 minutes and then stir again. Okay. We will do that. How many milliliters? Oh, 2 deciliters. What the heck? Mix contents in a cup. How much is 2 deciliters? Alright. How many ounces is 2 deciliters?
It's 6.76 fluid ounces.
Okay, so almost 7 fluid ounces is what we need to add to this. So just call it 6.5. That's a little under, but that'll make it a little more maybe fruity. I don't know. All right, let's get the tray out. Get started on preparation. That spoon, probably won't use it. It's on the junky end of things. But I got, you know, I broke food out that I wanted to eat today, and it's something I could eat that's not when it's hot, you know. There's our fruit soup, an energy drink, nut cream. Let's switch sides. Nut cream. There's our gum, which I will collect that. And, of course, our main here. It's upside down now, but doesn't matter. Cool. We will get started with... Let's open the bread up first. Let's take a look at this. This is supposed to be full wheat. bread, right? Is this wheat bread? Whole wheat bread. Yes, it is. All right, let's take a look. Oh, yeah. That smells interesting. It smells very hearty. It smells like kind of savory, like a, I know, weirdly enough, like a chicken bouillon or something. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah. The outside looking pretty good. Not bad. Is that thing split open? It is. Look at that. I didn't know that. I'll be dipped. Look at that. Holy cow. Did y'all know it did that? I didn't know it did that. Cool. Sweet. Let's take a look at the 60% cacao chocolate bar. Made by, of course, Real and Drytech. Drytech is like, I guess, a branch of that company. Produced by Brunberg Oy for Drytech. Brunborg Oy. Whoa, what? Ethan, why am I connecting to AirPods? Can you guys still hear me?
I opened my AirPods.
And they connected to my phone.
Because they were broke. I don't know. You just have
That I've never connected to them before.
You just disconnect
No.
your Bluetooth, then I don't know.
I can't go. What? How am I going back out of a stream? I can't.
I just won't open it.
All right. Okay, good deal. My son opened his AirPods, and they automatically connected to my phone, which they've never been connected to my phone before, which is really weird that they would just automatically do that. So, I'm glad you guys can hear me still, though. All right, here we go. Chocolate bar. What's the best way to open this bad boy? Here we go. Look at that. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Would you just look at it? Love that Ad Bassmaster original short or original video that he did. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Now that's a chocolate bar, folks. Looks like it has melted and reformed at some point. I did originally get these from Delicious. I'm going to break a piece of that off right now. There we go. There we go. The lighting is not working in my favor right now. The phone blocks the light. What's that say? I can't read what that says. Definitely says something. Maybe it's upside down. Nope, it was right side up. Huh. Something Berg. Anyway, I want to try this right now. I'm going to have me half a piece of this good looking chocolate. Wow. For a dark chocolate that's actually really nice and rich, not bitter. For 60%, it should be bitter. And it's not. It's nice and smooth. That is really good. Tim Tam cup from Dan. Our Colombian freeze-dried instant coffee. Look at that. Good looking coffee. All right. I'll have to go get the water. And our fruit soup. Put this in a cup. We'll use... I want to use a clear cup. Whoa. We'll use this. It's got some fruit in there. It smells really good. It smells like tropical fruit. I mean, you can smell a lot of the pineapple. Kind of smell the mango. There you go. Should be good. Alright, I'm going to go get the water. Actually, let me go ahead and prep this too. All three of these need hot water. Go ahead and prep the real field meals. What the hell? Man, that's a lot of food. Huge amount. I don't think I'll need all that. There we go. Oh, wow. That looks really good. And there's a ton of it in there, though. Holy cow. Lots of milk powder in there, too. Look at that. It just smells like milk powder. I think I'm going to probably cut that in half. Freaking raccoons are out there. Gotta get it mixed up really good to dump half of it over. More than half. These look like bran flakes, like little tiny bran flakes or something. I don't know what that is. I think that's what that is. I'm not sure what that is either. Oh, it's hard. Real hard. What the heck? I don't know what that is. Unless it's a piece of a date. Not to be weird, but I don't know what that is. It's really hard. Like I can't bite through it. It's real sticky too. Huh. Weird. I don't know, it's like fibrous on the inside. I did get it to rip open from biting it. It's like kind of fibrous. It's got to be a piece of a date, right? I don't know, I'm going to eat it. Alright, let me go get the water. All right, here's my kettle. These things were 40 bucks at Walmart, but I got this thing on clearance. It's got a digital touchscreen right here. I got this thing on clearance for, what was it? $15, and they were 41 usually. Well, the ones they had were white instead of black, and they were 41 or $45, something like that. All right. Put some hot water to the muesli. Should be enough. All right. 7 ounces in this bad boy. And that's not that much water, so. There we go. All right. Oh, we got buns. All right. I am not going to use that spoon that came with it because they suck. I'm going to use this Australian spoon that I probably got from Dan. He's actually the birthday boy today. Today is his birthday, and I don't even think he's here, is he? Well, that looks milky. I'm going to pick this up. Okay, that smells like... It smells weird. It smells like, what does that smell like? It smells like wheat, I guess, but it also smells like, I don't know, like cornbread or something? I don't know, it's weird. It does seem to have plenty of milk powder in it, which is a good thing. And that water is hot. My goodness, is it hot. First time I ever used that thing, and it does seem to do quite well. It said it was 212 degrees is what it tops out at. I don't know if that'd be a rolling boil, but it is a nice solid hot water. Like, I've noticed when I heat water up in the microwave, I can heat it up like to where it's a super rolling boil. And I bring it out and I use it, right? But it cools down way faster when it's heated up with, I guess, radioactive waves. I don't know, it's weird. It cools down probably 3 times as fast as actual boiled water. You know, boiled on the stove with radiant heat. I think this is going to need some more liquid. It's going to soak all that in pretty much no time. Spicy. I've never had one, but I think I'm going to like it. I don't think this needs it, but got a piece of fuzz in there. There we go. And our fruit soup, which is super hot. I mean, it could probably use a little bit more water, actually. It's probably only about 6 ounces. I might end up putting some of this in here. That tastes like something I've had before. Huh. I mean, I guess tropical makes sense. Milk powder all over this. What is she doing? I guess I could put some of the chocolate in there too, in here. Let me drop a couple little. Let me break it up as small as I can get it. Make my fingers all chocolatey. Okay, 4 pieces is enough. I don't want it to contaminate the whole thing. Let's keep it all over here to this side. All right, nut cream. Not cream. I don't know how they say it. Over here we say, we'd call this nut cream. Or hazelnut spread, or peanut butter. I don't know if it's peanut butter. I don't think it is. It's been a long time since I had one of these, actually, that had this in it. All right, we'll keep the fancy looking top there. Eat the bottom first. I want to try this on its own. Let's try a bite. Wow, that's way better than our wheat snack bread. Still has that like weird shelf stable, I don't know, like bitter chemical taste that I don't like. But I think this will probably mask that quite well. I'm just going to go ahead and put a line right down through there and get us a big old bite of the, here, I'll just tear it off. It's got quite the skin on the back of it. Bread skin. Well, there you go. That does appear to be a hazelnut spread of some kind. Very chocolate looking. Let's give it a try. It's very sweet. Pretty nutty too, actually. Yeah, that does seem to be a hazelnut spread. It's better than Nutella. I'm not a big fan of Nutella. This tastes better. I don't know what it is about Nutella that I don't like, but this is it's not too sweet. It's really well balanced. It's got that nice savory nuttiness to it. With it, it's I like it. Doesn't take much either. It goes a long ways, and it kills that weird chemical bitterness that the bread has. Knocks that right out. It really doesn't take much. I mean, if you put that in between and spread it out nice and evenly, that would be plenty for these, 2 small, thin slices of bread. It is chocolatey, slightly. Kind of reminds you of a smooth milk chocolate. Said to let that set for 2 minutes and then stir again. I don't know what the reasoning for the sitting for 2 minutes, but it certainly has thickened up, even though it is blazing hot. Man, what does that taste like? That tastes like something in another ration. Can't put my finger on what it tastes like, though. What is that? Huh. Dang it. Maybe I'll think of it. I don't know. All right. Going to try the just straight up coffee. Colombian variety. Oh my goodness, that's hot. Whoo! That is a really solid coffee. Really smooth, really well balanced. It's got a really nice strong flavor. It's not, it doesn't have a whole lot of tannins going on. It doesn't have like that dry bitterness that you get with the tannins. But it's really a nice coffee. It's super hot though. I think it needs some sugar, but I'm going to add some sugar. All right. Let that sit there and cool off for a minute, because holy cow, is it hot. Which I guess this is going to be super hot too. Let's see if it needs more. Oh yeah, it's got chocolate in it. I forgot. Look at that. Nice and melted. I guess we could just try it the way it is. Try it on the non-chocolated side here. I like mine to have a little bit more liquid going on than that, but this is not bad. This is pretty close. All right, here we go. Sports muesli. Can't recall ever having this before. So they had chocolate and mixed berry, or I think it was mixed berry or wild berry or something like that, berry. And the sports muesli I figured was just going to be like nothing in it really, but this has got a lot of fruit and stuff in it, raisins and stuff. I like a nice raisin oatmeal, or usually it's the same thing as oatmeal pretty much. Bigger oat, but very similar. All right, here we go, down the hatch. I would say that's a very, like, industrialized, boring type of grain flavoring. It doesn't have a whole lot of substance to it. Now, the fruit does add something that it needed for sure. Nice little hit of sweetness with that. This is the way I prefer my stuff like this. I don't like for it to be too sweet or anything. I'm gonna try the chocolate side there. That nice little piece of chocolate right there on top. Here we go. I gotta say, the muesli itself is probably not my favorite, like, tasting grain. But with the added fruits and stuff in it, and the chocolate really stepped it up a notch right there. Hopefully that's hot enough to melt that. I think it is. Those pieces of, I don't know what they are, fig or something, they have not softened up very much. They're still quite hard to chew. And they get stuck in your teeth too. Very fibrous. Not bad, just kind of hard to eat, really. Man, I got two other I'm not going to make this. I mean, it's a peach drink. I think you guys get it. Like, why would I don't need another drink. Fruit soup is basically a drink. Coffee's a drink. That's kind of fun to eat. Let me put a little bit on here. See what we got going on. Hmm. Very similar to how it tasted with the chocolate added to it. Except it added a little bit of nuttiness to it, which is kind of nice. Mixed with that, like, industrial grain flavor that I was talking about. It has like a... Oh, there's that chocolate. Like a weird processed flavor is what I would call it. It doesn't taste natural to me. Some chocolate and the hazelnut spread. Yep. Not bad. It does become quite sweet when you go adding all that in there. The seeds are a nice touch too. This does feel really healthy to eat. It doesn't feel like I'm eating crap. Like most of the American food that's in rations, I feel like I'm just eating stuff that I shouldn't be eating, you know? Yeah, that chocolate melted. I'm gonna throw one more chunk in there. Big chunk. Yeah, that looks good. All right, fruit soup. Does appear to have thickened up quite a bit. Does have quite the viscous consistency to it. It's quite hot still. Let's give that a try. It's very fruity. It tastes very natural. It doesn't taste like there's any processed chemicals or processed, or not processed, but added like preservatives or anything weird like that. And the tropical flavors themselves, just, they taste exactly like you think that they would. Sweetness is... If you like sweet things, you would like this, and if you don't like sweet things, you would probably still like this. Yeah, that's really good, actually. And you guys know I don't like gelatin and stuff. And that's not at all what's going on here. This is just a little bit more substantial than what a like a sports drink or something would be. It's really good, actually. I gotta have one more bite of this bread and nut cream here. Get a good bite here. It's kind of gritty, you know, like a sugar grain throughout it. It's good though, and it does a really good job at balancing out that weird bread. It's not quite as bad as our wheat snack bread, but it's close. It's up there. Oh yeah, coffee with some sugar in it. Huh. Weirdly enough, that didn't hardly change it at all. I can't tell it's even got any sugar in it from after eating the sweet stuff. I mean, everything here is sweet. You add the nut cream to the bread, it's sweet. I mean, the bread on its own is not really. This is certainly got a sweet aspect to it. Fruit soup's sweet. Obviously, the chocolate bar's sweet. The sports drink is sweet. The chewing gum is sweet. It's just carb overload. All right, one more bite with the, well, we got that chocolate right here. Look at that. Let's get a bite right here. Nice. That had like a brownie effect. Almost tastes like a brownie. Like brownie batter. Really good. Actually. Yeah, that's really good. The chocolate really enhances it. It's a nice chocolate bar too. High quality chocolate, it feels like, tastes like, seems like. Hopefully that's still warm enough to melt that. Yeah, I like the chocolate added to it. Highly recommend if you have one of these. Definitely add some chocolate into it. You could eat your whole chocolate bar that way if you wanted, or you could save it for later also. It's good on its own. But it does have that kind of weird industrial grain flavor, like I said. So that kills that weird flavor. But the fruit helps it out a lot too. We can go see the raccoons here in a little bit. All right. So I picked this and pulled this out for a reason. It's because I want to have one of these. Oh my God, that smells so good. Oh, man, there's nothing like that smell. You guys have heard me say it a million times. Oh, man, it's so good. The tobacco, the phosphorus from the matches, even the cardboard. Every bit of it. A little bit of the inside packaging stuck to that one. So that one too. And also, that's my lucky cigarette. All right. Got 2 camels left. It's the first pack of camels I've ever gotten out of an accessory pack. It's this pack right here. I don't know, probably could have got this a couple years ago now. I don't know if I got any matches up here. I feel like I need matches. There we go. Oh, excuse me. All right. It's got kind of a minty dry pull to it. There we go. All right, here we go. We got a candle light on the cupcake too. I haven't had a solid non-filter vintage cigarette like this in a while. It's been a while. You almost forget what it's like. It's got a really strong, not harsh, but intense tobacco kind of a burn to it. Almost like an acidity. Smooth at the same time, though. Not a lick of harshness to it. I'm telling you, if you could buy something like this that was, if they could somehow replicate this exact flavor, this, like these vintage smokes, because they all take on a similar type of flavor out of the accessory packets. They get the kind of a infused with the gum, the mint of the gum, and the phosphorus even kind of adds a weird twist of a flavor to it. And then the cardboard, like it's a whole medley of mixed up flavors. And then you got the very finely aged tobacco part to it that just is the cherry on top, obviously. Something I've been wanting to do, I mean, I've done this before, but not on video, is find an old vet that smokes cigarettes still, that had them back in the day, and go and share one of these with them. I would really like to do that on camera. Looks like my chat might have stopped. Might have stopped working. Hey, if you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up or down. I don't know if you got a long press on the screen to get the thumbs up or down now or not. I feel like YouTube's kind of screwing us when it comes to that. What is this lock button? Pin the live stream. What? I can pin things to the live stream? Huh, can I give it a thumbs up? I cannot. What else can I do here? I can clip part of this. I should have clipped the I could make a short right now with a clip. Pull the pack out. Oh man, the accessory packet's coming apart. That sucks. I don't know if everybody's ever wondered what a 70, what is a 70? Let's see, 60, call it 64, 74, 84, 94, 04, 14, 24. A 60-year-old cigarette would taste like, but I can tell you. And it's, where it came out of the military accessory packet, it's nice and infused with a whole bunch of different flavors, from the gum to the phosphorus of the matches to the cardboard, and then the finely aged tobacco. It's an experience all in itself that never gets old. It's quite good. Smooth, slightly acidic. The Camels themselves have a pretty unique flavor. I can't pin down exactly what it is. It's not a bad flavor, and it's not the weird flavor that newer Camels have, but it's unique to Camels. right, so I just made a quick, I don't know, what was that, 20 seconds maybe? Cool. Would the liquid in the fruit cocktail be considered as fruit soup? Huh. It's similar. Outside of it not being hot, I mean, yeah, it seems to have like a very similar consistency as far as like the contents of like gelatin in it. So yeah, like I could see the direct comparison with the juice from a fruit cocktail to what a fruit soup. I mean, fruit soup's been around a long time, and the only time the Americans ever did it was with the 1989 Rafco freeze dried ration cold weathers. It's the only ration I know of that ever got fruit soup. Maybe there was another one. I could be wrong. Wow. I can't believe how smooth that thing stays in it. And it burns like nice and slow. Really? It doesn't burn up like a wick on a firecracker like the guys claimed that they did back in the day. Maybe they were super dry back in the day, and the aging process that they've went through over the past 60 years has slowed down how fast they burn. Because I've only ever had a couple vintage smokes that burn up kind of quick. Marlboro was one of them. Marlboros, sometimes the filtered Marlboros burn up kind of quick. I'm going to save half of that for later. It's perfection. Honestly, like it doesn't get much better than that, really. When it comes to vintage cigarettes, I've had the old Chesterfields, I've had old Pall Malls, which are really good, but that's right on par with the best I've had. These ones in particular. I mean, you can get accessory packets that were compromised that they won't be as good, or especially if they get a bug in it, then they're done. But if you get a pack that, which these have become extremely hard to get. Okay. Fortunately, I've saved up as many as I could over the years. I mean, I don't have that many. I would say, I mean, I do have a couple sealed cases, I believe, of C rations, which, I mean, we don't know what's inside them. I have hopes that the accessory packets will be good, but what if they aren't? So I could possibly have 24 right there if they're all good. That's a big if. But man, I tell you, and I messed up the other day. The way eBay has configured everything now, it's virtually impossible to sell things on eBay, and I need to find a new market to be able to buy these things, because you can't even find vintage 90. Like I'm specifically looking for 90 to 95 MREs. If I can find some, I want to pick up whatever I can, because mainly for one menu. Even I want to get some corned beef hash. Extremely hard to come by now. I kind of knew this was going to happen a few years ago, but I did not foresee eBay turning it into almost an impossibility to list them on there, and it has become extremely hard to come by. Vintage MREs, even new MREs have become extremely hard to come by. So become extremely hard to come by. How about I say became? Anyway. All right. What's up, Daniel? How's it going, man? Having a little bit of cold weather ration right here. which that's being in Alaska. I know you get your hands on meal cold weathers more than anything else, probably. I did get a notification like yesterday or something about that guy selling the rucksacks with the meal cold weathers. I need to just go ahead and buy one of those. But he had knocked the price down on them or something. I want to say it was like $160 with the rucksack. Not bad eating this when it's hot outside. It's not bad at all. But I didn't want the lamb stew or a beef stew or something like that with it being so hot outside. The heat wave's supposed to break tomorrow from what my mom told me. I haven't looked myself at the weather. But it's been hot here for a couple weeks. And it's looking like I got somewhat of a rough timeline for building a house over here. So the building should be erected by August if I keep up the rate that I'm going. And finishing out the inside's probably going to take at least a couple more months. That's provided I can get the water lines and the concrete pad done as quickly as possible. Demon Eddie. What's up, Demon Eddie? Well, I was just basically, there's a bunch of folks in the community that have a birthday within the past, either coming up in the next few days or within the past few days. Trying to acknowledge all of them. I didn't see LC in here tonight. I did see Miss Marilyn for a second, but I didn't see her again. I meant to say something. Hello to Miss Marilyn. I think I was in the middle of saying something and I got sidetracked. Mm-hmm. Get one more bite of this over here. Cupcake. I like the candle here. I'm going to make a wish for everybody whose birthday it is. I got a good one. Can't tell you, but I got a good one. I should have tried that usually with some of this in it. I forgot. All right, here we go. Making a wish. Hopefully that comes true. Hopefully. Take one bite of this cupcake. I'm not a big fan of this super dyed Blue icing. My son's birthday was the other day. That's why I got these anyway. 23 years old. Boy, if that doesn't make me sound old. That's a nice yellow cake. The blue's good for you, is it? I know it'll turn something blue if you eat too much of it. I'm not a fan of eating a bunch of dyes, and I avoid them at all, at every turn. Make courtesy of Walter White. Yeah, I don't plan on being up for 5 days. All right. I want to have one more smoke. I think well, I have a little bit. I'm just going to try to drink this, see how that goes. Man, I wish I could place what that tastes like. It tastes like something I've had before, like I said, out of a ration. I can't think of what it is, though. It might kind of taste like some of the vintage freeze-dried pineapple, maybe? Is anybody whose birthday it was doing anything cool for the birthday? I'm going to have a delicious cigarette. The one came from Delicious. I'd say the raccoons are out back if you guys want to go feed the raccoons some cookies. We can do that. Pretty sure they're out there. Set my kettle up here before it ends up falling over. Can't be having all that. Favorite cigarettes that Delicious sent me are definitely these natural quality American blend, but these are all natural, pure taste, additive free, all natural. Yeah, definitely these are the pinnacle of so far of the ones he sent me. I still got a few, like 5 or 6 other packs I got to open up of newer ones that he sent me. But I haven't seen him in here, so I'm definitely not opening a pack tonight. But they should be in a box right here somewhere. I'm not sure. I didn't get them out, so. Oops. But yeah, I'd say we could probably go out there and feed the raccoons some cookies if y'all want. Anybody whose birthday that's coming up doing anything good, doing anything cool. Happy birthday to everybody coming up, though, by the way. CT, I believe, 3 days. 3 days. I ain't seen CT in here, I don't think. Have I? There's Mike. I know Mike's birthday's coming up, or just passed. Just passed. Mike's just passed. Right? Or is it today? Might be today. Mr. Kreischer. Storm Tracker says more rain and storms move in Wednesday into Thursday. It becomes very hot again by next weekend. In my neck of the woods. Happy birthday. Have a good night, everyone. Stay cool. So it's going to rain and cool off and then get hot again next weekend. I've got a car show this coming Thursday. It's kind of a big one. I think I showed y'all this one last time. I won a trophy at the last one. So American themed. Oldest son's birthday's next Saturday. Turning 15. God, yeah, don't tell me about it. Like, I know. I got a 20-year-old and a 23-year-old that Well, here's the thing. For me, anyway. Whenever, so let's see, 2024. So November, or no, son of a, hold up. 16 to 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so April of this year, it was 8 years ago that I got hurt at work and had my leg ripped off. After that, so up to that point, I helped coach all their sports, baseball. Was just getting into golf with my younger son. My older son wrestled, and I was super involved in all that up until that point. After I got hurt, I got really hurt, like bad, and I was laid up for, I was almost bedridden for 2 years, on and off. Well, not off, but solidly for a year, and then I had multiple surgeries and all that stuff. I mean, that went on for probably the first 3 years solid. I don't even remember how many surgeries I had. I had a bunch of outpatient surgeries as well with wound care. But I lost a 6. So we could easily say 6 years of my kids' teen years. They're growing up. So when I got hurt, my youngest was 12 years old, and my oldest would have been 15 when I got hurt. And yeah, I couldn't focus on other things, like other than like the pain that I was in and stupid stuff like that. So it certainly robbed me of some of the most important years, I would have to say, that I'll never get back with them. And I do think about it, and I know I can see that it affected the adults that they're turning into. A lot of things changed that day, but I'm still here, and obviously doing what I can to be back on track as much as possible. But yeah, kids grow up super fast. Years and time starts flying by. It seems like once you get in your 30s, just things are different. Does that make sense? Is that do y'all think the same way? Because I know I do. I know it seems to me like once I hit 30, time started flying by. That's my perspective on it. And I have come up with a theory on kind of how we're all living right now. And this is pretty much universal outside of a few small areas that don't have modern technology. I mean, like people that live in the forest and stuff, like we can exclude them. But everybody else who is involved with modern technology, cell phones, laptops, street cameras, all that. So that that 2-slit experiment where they fire the atoms or the particles at the slits, and when they're not observing the experiment, the particles are going all over the place. When they are paying attention, they stay in a nice, neat, straight row coming through the slit, right? I think this same exact outcome applies to humans. I think we all understand to a certain extent that we're being observed all the time. In turn, that changes the way that we react and the way we act, the way we do everything. For instance, let's just take this one for instance. We use the New York subway as the catalyst, right? Let's say 30 or 20 years ago, if you were on a subway car and, just a bunch of everyday Good Samaritan type folks on the train, and you see something bad happening, you intervene to stop it, right? I think that's what we would have done 20 years ago. We would have stopped it. Now, what's everybody's first instinct? Most, not everybody. Let's say 90-ish % of people. Is to grab their camera, turn the camera on, stare at the screen, and it separates them from whatever's going on. Totally changes their reaction and action of what it would be if that camera wasn't there. Or if there weren't cameras mounted everywhere. And that, I don't know, I can't remember that guy's name. I think his name was Daniel something. That fella. The guy was on a subway car threatening people. I think he even had a knife, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken about that part, though. I'm pretty sure he did. But I know he was threatening people and, like, hitting stuff and whatever. So that Marine guy goes up and puts him in a rear naked choke, and the guy ends up passing away. I mean, it seems to me like he just choked him out, is what I'm sure his intention was, to just, make him pass out. And the guy didn't wake back up for some reason. And that could be 100 different factors of why that was. But what's messed up, in my opinion, and all the people that were on there agreed, that he was trying to help. He was helping. He did help. He just got sentenced to prison. 20 years, I believe it was. 2-3 weeks ago. This is the kind of situation we're in now. But that guy, let's just change the scenario. That guy with the knife, serial offender. Guy had his list of things that he had been arrested for and everything else was pages long. Say he had stabbed somebody, and most likely would have gotten away when the train stopped. They would have ran, and it maybe nothing would have came of it, as far as on his end. But they have conditioned us to think now, if we try to do the right thing, if we try to help, we'll end up in jail. That's where we're at. Am I the only one that has a problem with that? I feel like we're in a bad state of being, where you can't even help people out without the worry of going to jail. Now it seems the first is Monday, then it's Wednesday, and Saturday. Oh, I hear you, dude. Yeah, the time does just continue to fly by, for sure. But yeah, I think we're all reacting and acting differently because of the fact that we all know that we're being observed almost 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What are you going to do? Are we going to stop this? Are we going to come together as humans and say this is not how we're supposed to be living, this is not okay? Or are we just going to continue to be compliant and go along with the status quo and be conditioned more and more every time they throw someone who tried to do right, or someone who didn't do anything wrong? Let's just go that route. Someone who didn't do anything wrong in jail, and now that makes you fearful of doing anything. You know what I'm saying? something's going to have to give. And I feel it more and more all the time. And I think a lot of people can feel that something big is going to happen. I don't know what it's going to be. Obviously, there's a whole list of things that it could be that we're like right on the edge of happening. We don't know which one of those things is going to pop off first. But I think I've heard a lot of people even say this same thing, and I've been saying it for years now, like something big's coming. I don't know what it is, but you can just feel it. You know? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen first, or if it's going to be multiple things. I mean, it could be anything from the economy to, you know, a massive war that we're directly involved in, or on our soil. Who knows? Who knows? I think some people might know. There might be some people that know. It's a big old group, like George Carlin said. It's a big old group, and we ain't in it. You know? We ain't part of that group. All right. Well, I'm actually full. The old belly is filled up with muesli. I've never seen muesli for sale in America. I can't think of one time. I mean, I've been in international markets. I've never specifically looked for it, but I can't ever remember coming across it anywhere. No. Yeah, muesli is just not a thing here. It's just not. The only muesli I've ever had came from a foreign ration. Like, that's the only time I've ever had muesli. I'm sure there are places that sell it here, right? Like, there has to be places that sell muesli. It's like a more fancy, it just sounds like a more fancy oatmeal. Like, oh, what are you having? Muesli? Yeah. As a matter of fact, there's an episode of Bob's Burgers where Gene stays all night over his little buddy's house. And in the morning, when they wake him up, the whole family's on a diet because they're all a little overweight. And they're getting ready to go downstairs. He's like, "What's for breakfast?" And she's like, "Muesli." Oh, he's like, "Muesli." It's kind of weird to hear that in an American show. You know what I mean? Oh, my bad, James. I didn't know you was going live, man. Well, I'm getting ready to click off here. If y'all want to go to James's live stream right after this, if you want to have one. Muesli is an Australian thing. Yeah, it's in Australia. It's in the UK. It's in obviously Norway. Where else have I had it out of rations? I've had it in multiple rations from multiple different countries. It's just not a thing in America. It just kind of really isn't a thing here. But like I said, it's weird that I seen that on an American show, Bob's Burgers, like that. We got a stand your ground law here. I don't know if West Virginia has that or not, but we're pretty lenient when it comes to that things here. When it comes to things like that here, you know, when you look at California, which was one of the most if not the most beautiful state, definitely not the most. One of the most beautiful states that we had, that now literally has a human feces tracker. And when you click into that thing, holy wow, there's poop everywhere. There's poop everywhere, all over the big cities. People, if they come across it, they'll add a location on the map where they came across to that. So weird. I would say Hawaii is probably, it's got to be top 3, maybe a number 1, depending on who you're talking to. But I think, you know, different states are great for different reasons. But, and usually anytime you say but, it negates everything that you just said before it. Kind of, more or less, you may as well not said anything that you said up to the time that you said the word but. So, me personally, the way I feel about it is like they have tons of natural resources. They have a great tourist destination, but they make it untouchable for most people because they price everybody out. They kill people on taxes. It's like, can they not see that this is just not the productive way to run a state? I don't understand how they can't see it when there's examples elsewhere of how states with zero state income tax and lower property taxes, and which I think taxes are flat out unconstitutional and illegal anyway. It's something that we should have never allowed to happen, should have never continued to agree to and allow to go on. The whole education system's been reformed after 1913, and the whole bank takeover and the Rockefeller takeover, the educational system. It's just, you can look at these things and with an open mind and understand that we are going down pathways that are detrimental to our own futures. And we can fix this. This is all fixable. This is all stuff that we could fix. Oh, I got a sweat ring right there. Huh. Yeah, I was outside a little bit right before this started. Is anybody that happens to watch us backer in here right now an interior designer or a architect? I need pointers, help on how to portion my room sizes in this house that I'm building. I mean, I've got an idea of what I think I want, but the house part of it, I think I'm going to make, I don't know if 25 feet long is long enough for a garage. Because the garage that I have right now is 30 by 30, which is falling down. It's going to have to be knocked down. It's not, it doesn't matter. But that's the size of it right now. And it seems like I've got more than ample room on both sides of the Jeep Cherokee that I have parked in there and the van. But if I took it back to 25 feet, I don't know if that would be big enough or not. Just to add some more living space in the building, in the structure. And I'm going to do a second floor office above one of the garage bays for my ration, filming, etc. room. So I'm going to set it up good, and it's going to be however long the garage is, 25 to 30 feet by probably like 12 or 13 wide, probably something like that. It'll be a long room. I guess I could section it into two, but I don't know why. I won't need that. But yeah, I want a cool studio area. I might do like a little sound booth or something in there too. But eventually I'm going to step up the production of actually start doing videos and stuff. Yes, it should extend to vehicles. Yes, I agree. Yep, because when you're in your car, that's your home. Yeah, I, weirdly enough, not long before I started this live stream today, whenever I clicked into YouTube and I was like setting stuff up, there was a short of a guy, and the way they had like text at the bottom of the screen worded a certain way, it made me like, huh. So I clicked into it, and at the top it said Chicago. And these two kids, like this car pulling up, these two kids jump out. I'm saying one was probably 17 to 20. The other one was probably 22, 23. Just judging, just going by the way they looked. And the kid goes right up to the guy. I mean, he's from me to my curtains away, and he's drawing on him like this. And that guy goes, "Seriously? Really?" And you could hear the kid say something, but the guy was like, and he hits him like that, and you can hear like the clunk of him hitting the I can't say that word on here. This is so stupid. See, we self-censor too. That it's the Anyway, and he picks the kid up above his head and kind of does like a fireman carry on him and just slams him. And the kid starts screaming like a little girl. But he was trying to rob him and take his car. He was trying to take his car. That's what got me talking about this. So he kneeled down on him with his knee on him just to hold him there. And when I tell you that kid went from thinking he was tough to screaming, "Help me, let me go," like a little 5-year-old. From 1 second to the next, I'm not exaggerating. Like it was comical to watch, but it was also like when you think about how serious that situation is. But the thing is, this is happening all over the place and so often. And you're virtually not allowed to stop it. Like California, I think it was California that suggested that you just leave your keys in your vehicle or leave them sitting by the front door or something. Or, yeah, leave them in a plate or something next to the front door. What are we doing? It's bananas. Yeah, Alaska does have a lot of... I have never been to Alaska, so I can't speak personally on experience. I mean, I've seen videos and stuff, but that's not the same as being there. Tim, you saw that video today too? I mean, like I said, it's kind of comical, but it's serious at the same time. Oh, in the middle of the night in Switzerland, cool. Well, I guess you guys get a lot of cold over there too. You guys got some amazing military rations, by the way. If you're in Switzerland, you should try to get your hands on some. Leah Samia? Leah Sanama. Hey, Ben, what's up? Carry a 43 in case of punks. A 43X. 43X. I don't know what. 43X. Tim says 38. The special kind. Yeah, everybody's different when it comes to that, man. Like, some people are more comfortable. It just depends, you know what I mean? It just depends on what you're comfortable with. I think everybody should have one. I think everybody should take a course, and not everybody, like most, let's say most, not all, but most should have one. Because if you think that most have one, like that, you know how much that would cut back on stupid little stuff. I mean, especially whenever you empower people to be able to stop things from happening with them. All right, I'm gonna get off here, finish up cleaning up my stuff here. I ain't got much to eat. I'm gonna eat that bread because it's gonna go bad. The bread and the nut cream. Finish the cupcake. I'm gonna take that blue icing off of it though. What is it? Yeah, I'm a big 1911 fan myself. Ten is an everyday. Yeah, that's a. Well, I mean, you're in Alaska though, so that's not really that out of the ordinary. I would have to assume most every species. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and that would be most people, to be honest. Like, that would probably be 97%, probably 96, 97%. I mean, there are some unreasonable people out there. Don't get me wrong, and usually they get the most attention. Those unreasonable people. They always say that the squeakiest wheel gets the most oil, and that's usually how it goes. Gets the most attention. the ones making the most noise. So we see them more often, but that doesn't mean there's more of them. You know what I'm saying? I guess here, let's go see if the let's go see if the raccoons are outside. They probably are. Before I kick things off here, get out of here. There's my cookies. Oh, here they are. Well, they've made a mess. Made a mess of the water. Where you guys at? Let's see if we can get them. They're not out here right now. They haven't made a mess of my cat food though. Look. This is what they do. 2-3 times a night. See the water? They pick the water or the food up with their hands and dunk it in the water. Because they're fun to watch and all, but man, are they a pain in my rear end. They have become a pain in my butt. Ethan took the trash out and didn't stick it down in the trash can all the way. This is not going to work. There we go. Come here, guys. Come here. No, they're not out here right now. Surprisingly. Get my flashlight out. See if I see any. But I've got 2 sets of babies that come every night. 1 set of 4, 1 set of 3, and then there's another single baby. So there's 8 babies total. I would say they're probably roughly pushing around the 3 month mark now, maybe a little older. Hey, Brownie. Brownie. Hi, Brownie. Hi, baby. Where you going? Huh? You gonna come around? There she is. Here's Brownie. It's my baby. Hi, Brownie. Hi, baby. Oh, honey. But yeah. So I was going to tell you all about the house and stuff, but I'm getting so close to getting it started. I'll be able to show you guys here real soon. I hope to have the concrete pad done probably within the next couple weeks. And then I'm doing a 40 by 72 by 20 tall, putting 18 windows in from the manufacturer. So I'm going to add other windows on the river side, the river end. And I think I want to put a balcony on it, I think. And then I'm going to do 3 10-foot by 10-foot roll-up doors, 2 man doors, just regular like side garage doors. And I'm going to put a nice front door on it. And I'm thinking I might get a spray foam set up and do the spray foam myself. But I know it's going to be expensive. I don't know if it'll be worth it or not. I don't know. I know spray foam is expensive. So, I got a mess to clean up out here. I do this 2 or 3 times a night. Come out here and clean up after this raccoon. So, all right, we'll go back in here and put the camera back up. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Cookies. Yeah, won't be long. Won't be long. And we'll be in a studio that I built. Yeah, buddy. Hopefully I can figure out how to get it laid out. Like I said, I've never done this before, so hopefully I don't screw it up too bad. I've got a picture in my head, kind of what I want. But I think I do want to do 4 bedrooms, and I feel like maybe if I took 3 feet off of the garage. Made it 27 feet instead of 30. I don't know. Yeah, I got to get me a good one, a good 1911. I want something kind of classic but ornate at the same time. That I to actually use. I'm not just going to like stick it in a safe, because I know a lot of people would. See, I'm not a big fan of them. Like, my buddy swore by them, and I went out with him a few times and used his, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. There's just something about it I did not like. I don't know. Again, each person has their own preferences when it comes to that. But yeah, I don't think I've got a car show next Saturday. I don't think. I don't know. Mom's wanting to do a cookout too. Can't remember what day she was wanting to do that. It was, what day was it? She said July something. Well, oh, July 7th. Is that next Saturday? It's not, is it? What's today's date? 22nd today. No, next Saturday be like the 29th, huh? 28th, 29th, somewhere along in there. Okay, so it won't be next Saturday. So probably the Saturday after that. Or is that? I don't even know if the 7th is a Saturday. Anyway, all right, guys. Great live stream. Happy birthday to everybody whose birthday's coming up. I didn't see CT or LC, neither of the people that birthday's coming up here that I mentioned. I've got an idea of something I might do next week. I think I'm just going to get a bunch of my stuff out that I want to send away, and we're going to pack boxes for CT, for LC, for Dan in Australia. I want to get some boxes packed up. I'm going to have to go through all this stuff anyways whenever I get out of here, but that's going to be probably 8 months, 6 maybe less than 6, hopefully less than 6, but the contractors I have helping me, I watched them build an entire stick-built house, 2,000 square feet with a 1,000-foot garage enclosed with nice insulated roll-up doors, from dirt to almost done in 6 weeks. So things can happen pretty quick. I got to make some design choices though. Tile, cabinetry, pick the appliances, all that stuff. So kind of looking forward to it, kind of not. I know it's going to kind of suck. So wait, was it Spicy's birthday too? All right, guys, I'm going to take off here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up or down. Either way, that's fine. Yeah, man, I worked construction when I was a kid, from the time I was like 14 or 15 to the time I was like 18 with my stepdad. I just didn't learn. Like, I didn't really learn it. And then I went on to I was an electrician after that. And then after that, I was a asbestos worker, an insulator. And then I got into boiler making. And then I got a job at the aluminum plant. And then it shut down. Then I got a job on the river. And I stayed on the river until I had my leg cut off. So, yeah. I need to learn. But all right, guys. Thanks to my patrons. Thanks to everybody out there. I appreciate all you guys. And all I got left to do now is say thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Later.